Hey there, this is John Lexo from Pro Site Tutorials, and in this video I'm going to explain the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org, because I know that people who are starting out, they want to build their first website, and many times they see two different websites that still belong to WordPress and get a bit confused. So in this video I'm going to explain the difference between both, and by the end of this video you will have a great understanding. So let's start by talking about WordPress.com. Well, once you go to WordPress.com, you can get a free WordPress website. I know that this might sound really great. I mean, you can get a free website, but there are a couple of restrictions. By getting a free WordPress website, you don't get the full version of WordPress. By this I mean you only have limited amounts of plugins that you can use. And if you don't know what a plugin is, it's basically an application that you can install into your WordPress website to perform all different types of tasks. For example, you can transform your website into an online store by installing a plugin, add social media sharing buttons, block comment spam. There are many different things that you can do with plugins. And I would say that plugins is one of the most powerful features of WordPress, and the reason why you should even use WordPress, because plugins can really transform your website in many different ways. If you are using the free version, well, you just get a couple of standard plugins that you can use, and you can't use more than those ones. So that's a big issue once you are using the free version. The other thing is the limited amounts of themes. Themes is basically a design for a website, and once you are using the free version, you don't have so many options when you are actually using the full version of WordPress. So that's also a difference. And one of the problems about that is, you can build a website and your website will look identical to thousands and thousands of other websites on the internet. So that may be also another problem about using the free version. The other one is the domain name. You will get something that looks like example.wordpress.com, which isn't exactly very professional. And lastly, all of the information that you probably will spend hours and hours writing for your website will be stored on a server that belongs to WordPress. This means that these servers are their property, and for some reason, if they don't like your website, they can simply delete your website without even warning you, because you're not paying to use their service, so they can do whatever they want. So those are the few problems about using the free version, and I only recommend for you to use the free version of WordPress if you want to build a casual website, probably just for you to start writing some content on a daily basis, so you can start improving your writing skills and show your blog to a couple of friends, family. Now, if you want to later on and you see yourself building an online business in the future, then by no means ever use the free version of WordPress. So that's WordPress.com. Now we have WordPress.org. In WordPress.org, you can get the full version of WordPress with everything included. That means plugins and themes. You can go to the plugins section, and you have so many different plugins that you can use for WordPress. And as I said before, plugins is one of the most powerful features of WordPress. You can see that you have 45,000 and something plugins that you can freely use with the full version of WordPress. That's a lot of different plugins. You have BBPress, which allows you to create a form in your WordPress website. You have BuddyPress also, which allows you to add social network features to your website. Esquimet, this is a fantastic plugin that allows you to block a great part of your daily comment spam. So you have several plugins that you can use that are really powerful, and this is really a big deal once you are using the full version of WordPress. Same thing with themes. Once you go to the theme section, and this is in WordPress.org, you can see that you have a lot of different designs that you can choose for your website. You can go to popular, so you can see the most popular designs that you can use. I have so many different designs, and these ones are completely free for you to use, because you also have the premium themes that you can use. You pay an amount of money, and you can use those themes in your website. So you have different themes to choose from. So in WordPress.org, you can get the full version of WordPress with no restrictions, with no limitations. Now, there's a little catch to this. For you to use the full version, you must have a domain name and a web host provider. In my case, I like to use HostGator. This is my web host provider. And if you don't know what a web host provider is, well, it's basically a company that you pay a monthly fee and you can use their service. The service that they provide is they offer some spacing in their web servers where all of the information of your website gets installed and stored. And at the same time, your web host provider is the one that is responsible of putting your website on the internet so other people can view it. And if you use HostGator, you can get your first domain name completely free, so you don't need to worry about that. So this is HostGator, and it's a web host provider that I recommend. So those are the differences between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. WordPress.com, you can get the free version of WordPress with a couple of restrictions, and in WordPress.org, you can get the full version of WordPress if you have a domain name and also a web host provider. So that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like my video so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about WordPress, about internet marketing, how to make money online, and much more. So stay there, stay tuned with Pro Tutorials, and bye.